Well, Tika Laurent is with me here now to look at reactions to that developing story. Vehicle plunging into that crowd of passers-by, apparently on purpose. Dipti, what are the papers saying about this then?
Well, we're looking at the immediate reactions from UK leaders. Theresa May, of course, has ordered an urgent COBRA meeting, a high-level security meeting later for this Monday to discuss the situation. Sadiq Khan, who is the London mayor, he also tweeted this earlier on his Twitter account, actually re-quoting, I guess, a note from the Metropolitan Police, which said essentially that details are still emerging, but clearly there was a deliberate nature to this incident and that they are deploying extra police to reassure communities, particularly the Muslim community who are preparing to celebrate the end of Ramadan this weekend and the Eid festival, which is often outside and very much in the community. So he's assuring there'll be more security for them. Jeremy Corbyn also tweeted this. He said he was totally shocked at the incident. He's speaking he's been in touch with the mosques, police, and local council. What's interesting is Corbyn is actually the local MP for the Finsbury Park area. So he knows the neighborhood pretty well, and The Guardian has actually written a piece about this neighborhood, which many people who don't live in London might not know much about. According to The Guardian, Finsbury Park is a diverse neighborhood home to the city's Algerian population, but also an area, like many others, that's being changed through gentrification. It's home to Arsenal's football stadium as well, and the nearby mosque. That mosque where the attack took place, or near where the attack took place, was actually notorious in the 1990s because of its links to a radical Muslim cleric called Abu Hamza. But since then, the local Muslim leaders have worked to purge the extremist links or its extremist past and really rehabilitate its reputation.
BuzzFeed, they've been talking to witnesses on the ground, haven't they? What do they report?
Well, BuzzFeed's witness has actually been widely reported in the British press. They interviewed a man who said that alongside a group of other worshippers, he tackled the vehicle driver who tried to flee on foot after the attack. They basically held him down until police arrived and braved his multiple punches because he did try and lash out at them. And it's at that moment that he said he wanted to reportedly said he wanted to kill all Muslims and that he wanted to die himself. In any case, if this is confirmed, it's really heroic behavior from the part of the worshippers who had actually, according to other reports, gathered around an elderly worshipper who had collapsed due to the heat exhaustion, and they were actually tending to him at the time that the vehicle plunged into them, a group of 8 or 9 people. We know that one person has died so far. Now, the Muslim Council of Britain have been tweeting quite frequently as well. They released a statement earlier saying that they believe the attack was motivated by Islamophobia, and saying that many Muslims feel victimized, they feel marginalized as a result of recent terror attacks, and they call on authorities to step up security and do say, well, let's keep calm despite all of this.
A lot of chatter on Twitter, isn't there, particularly about the fact that this attack appeared to target Muslims?
That's right. They're really outraged over what they call the lack of coverage given because this attack targeted Muslims. I mean, that's up for debate. We've been covering it all morning, as have other news outlets. In any case, many people are up in arms about what they call the the fact that they referred to it as an incident and not an attack. But this is just vernacular, actually. This is something that is often used by British police because they simply don't know what the nature of the attack is in the beginning stages. In any case, people have been tweeting images like this. When you look at a potential assailant, do you describe that assailant based on that person's race? If he's Caucasian, is he mentally ill? Whereas if he's another race, is he a terrorist? So really highlighting the sort of racial divides that appear in the press and the way the press reports these kind of incidents. Piers Morgan, he tweeted this: Islamophobic extremist terrorism is as disgusting as Islamist extremist terrorism. Both are just the same and must be treated as such. Finally, you have this user who says, in the end, terrorism has no religion or race. This attack is no different to any others and shouldn't be treated that way.
Dipti, thanks very much. Tika Laurent on France 24.